So, this is my first time filming from this angle, and I don't know how it's gonna look. I don't know how it's gonna turn out. My phone is pretty close to my vent, so I don't know if you can hear that going on in the background. Hopefully you can, and hopefully you can hear me just fine. So one of the reasons why I'm filming this for YouTube is because things didn't work out so well on my Instagram story with me sharing stuff about my writing. It was just a lot, and it was bombarding a lot of people, and I still think, to me, YouTube was always the natural choice, but I went with what people voted on, and at that point, I'm pretty sure IG Stories won, and then the closest thing was IGTV, and I haven't figured that one out yet, so we're gonna go with YouTube for now. So, a little bit of background, Project Ghost is the second project I'd ever written for NaNoWriMo. I actually have a video. You can go watch my video from 2015 when I was a junior in high school. Oh my goodness, this is back when I was in Hong Kong. This is in our old apartment. You can go and watch the video of me surviving NaNoWriMo. I don't remember if it's a full vlog or me just wrapping it up. Hold on, we're gonna find out right now. Oh my gosh, guys, I had an intro song. I forgot about that. Oh my goodness, this is really cringy. It is a vlog. Oh, this is so... Why did I not film on day one? This vlog starts on day two. I have a lot of questions for past me, but we're gonna ignore that. We're actually gonna go away from that right now because I don't think I can stand to look at my face that long ago. Yeah. So, Project Ghost is my 2015 NaNoWriMo project, and it started out based in high school. This is the beginning of me writing stories that were set in school. Project Ceiling Cat is also set in school, and actually, yeah, and Project Twins also takes place while one of the characters is going to school. So that's the thing. That kind of just started my whole thing about school. Actually, you know what, now that I think about it, Project Heist also takes place kind of at school. I guess I write more school stuff than I thought I did. That's kind of weird. Project Ghost is what started all of that. This was very heavily influenced by one of my favorite series at the time, The Gallagher Girls, which is a really great spy series, and if you haven't read it, I highly, highly recommend it. It's what got me into spy stuff a little more. So Project Ghost has been reworked. The original title was Operation High School. Basically, the whole premise is that my main character works for a secret organization, and she's trained as a spy. She's sent to this school to find out why people are disappearing. That's what it was in the original version. She was sent undercover as a high school student to find out why students were disappearing, and it was a strange case because students would disappear for exactly 24 hours and reappear like literally exactly 24 hours after at the same place they disappeared from. No one could figure out how or why, and she is sent to investigate that. In the meantime, her parents are also missing, and she and her older brother are trying to figure out what happened to her parents, where they are they still alive, is everything okay? That's the whole premise of what it originally was. Fast forward about 4 years, I needed to work on a project for my writing seminar for my minor as my final project for my minor. And of all the things I wanted to work on, this was the one that I had thought about the most and had kept coming back to me and was like, well, I think I've had enough separation from this. I could actually write the story all over again. So I scrapped everything and Project Ghost was born. There are still a lot of similarities, but it is very different from the original. Certain things have remained the same. My love interest name is still the same. The best friend's name is still the same. The rival, I guess, quote unquote rival, is... Be quiet. Why are you making sounds? The rival's name is still the same. The love interest best friend name is still the same. I think those are the only 4 names that are still the same. My main character's name has changed. Her brother's name has changed. I've also aged up my characters. This now takes place at a college instead of a high school because, I don't know, I found that writing high school when I was in high school was weird because I was homeschooled, and now that I've been to an actual college and I've now officially graduated from college, it's a lot easier for me to write from that perspective because I actually have a better understanding of what goes on. This also means I had to create fake class schedules, but that can be part of a different vlog. So the things that have remained the same. My main character is still a secret agent. She works for an organization called Ghost. I don't know what Ghost stands for yet, but I will figure that out eventually when I also eventually have to figure out an actual title for the story that's not Project Ghost. Ghost is an organization that kind of sells to the highest bidder. They don't have a country that they're loyal to. They train all different kinds of people for all different kinds of things, and these people make a ton of money off of it. They don't really need a sense of morality. They can if they want to, but morals are kind of optional with this. It really is all about the money. So my main character, Sierra, gets sent to a town called Bowenvale because a bunch of people are supposedly linked to this college that's in this town, but all the people are dead. The problem is they all seem to have fairly normal deaths, and she can't actually figure out why they're connected to the college. She just knows that she has to go there and figure out what's going on, why she's being sent there. Now, what I do know about the story that I can tell you guys is this is going to be the... Be quiet. Stop sending me emails. Stop telling me that I have emails. Let me respond to this really quick because it's actually kind of important. Okay, I'm done. I'm back. Hopefully I won't get any more emails during this. I forgot what I was saying. Yes, this is going to be the first book in a duology? Trilogy? I have ideas for a second book, which is stupid because I haven't even finished outlining and writing the first book. But I have ideas for a second book, so I think this has the potential to be at least a duology, if not a trilogy, or if not a series. I enjoy writing this stuff a lot. I enjoy challenging myself with mysteries and with spy stuff because I get to make up some stuff. Like, I get to make up certain gadgets. I made up my main character's weapon the other day after watching something. I just got an idea for a weapon that I think is really cool that she uses, that she carries around, and it's really small, so it fits into her backpack because, you know, college and all that. But also just because the mystery genre is my favorite to write, and writing Project Ceiling Cat back in 2017 is still one of the most fun projects I've ever worked on that I still think about all the time. So this is kind of me going back to that passion of writing mysteries, and I think I do better at this than I do in pretty much any other genre. Ideally, I could kind of break into the mystery genre a little bit if when I get this like represented by an agent. That's a whole other future thing that we can talk about at another point, because explaining agents and explaining the publishing industry takes a little bit of time that I don't really have right now. Now, to me, I'm working on two projects at the same time. I'm technically not, but Project Ghost is my rewrite project, and I'm supposed to also be rereading Project Ceiling Cat. Have I reread Project Ceiling Cat? No. Will I? Now that I don't really have much else to do, yes. Probably. Maybe. Hopefully. I don't know. I've been saying I'm going to reread it for 2 years now, and that hasn't happened. But maybe this is the year. Maybe this is the time. In the meantime, I am writing Project Ghost, and where I am in the process right now, I'm actually going to pull it up. I have the first 16 chapters outlined. I am in the process of outlining chapter 17. I have created a way to track my timeline because I really suck at doing that. I have class schedules figured out. I have a lot of like the basics and a lot of details about my characters figured out. But what I really need to do is to outline the story so that I can start writing. Well, technically I've already started writing it because this was my project for my writing seminar, and I turned in like 4 chapters for that. But this is something that I need to and want to continue working on. I've given myself a deadline. You can kind of see maybe a little bit my calendar here. I've given myself until the 23rd of April to finish outlining Project Ghost, and then after that I'm going to start writing. And I realized through watching some other videos that the way I outline is how some people zero draft. I am a very detailed outliner because I kind of have to get it out there. I don't really work well with vague outlines for myself because I have no idea what I'm trying to tell myself, especially when it comes to a lot of detail and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna understand what I mean. I don't. So me being really detailed is kind of my version of zero drafting. My like first draft of the novel is what I call a zero draft, but a lot of other writers call a first draft. Some of those terms you guys understand, some you might not. I have blog articles about some of these things that I will link in the description below. I can also make a video on what a zero draft is and what it is to me versus what it is to some other writers. But yeah, that is basically my explanation of what Project Ghost is. I'm really excited to continue working on it because I really like these characters a lot, and the feedback that I've gotten from my friends and, well, friends/beta readers has been really great so far. I've really wanted to continue working on this, and now that I'm almost done, I'm filming this actually on the 4th. I'm done with classes on the 8th. I have a lot more free time to be working on stuff like this, and I have a lot more time to be making content, which is something that I've been saying I want to do. I haven't really figured out the balance of how to do that. Maybe this is finally the time where I figure out some kind of balance. I hope that offers some explanation on what Project Ghost is. If there are more questions about it, leave them in the comments below. You can also DM me. All my social media is linked at the back of this. If you somehow stumble across this on YouTube and you don't follow me on social media, you can follow me there for more updates. If you already follow me on those social media, you can just DM me with questions. I'm hoping this format works. I don't really know what that's going to look like and how people are going to receive this yet, but this is most likely going to be the format that I stick with just because it's easiest for me, and I think it's easiest for a lot of other people too. And it does also let me do a little more stuff than IGTV does, at least to my knowledge. But like I said, I'm gonna figure out IGTV and test that out a little bit. That's all I have for this video. I have a meeting to go to, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye! Oh, it's a FedEx truck. That truck just cut in front of the FedEx truck. That was not nice.